Hello everybody, Mr. Somebody Epic here, and today I will be teaching you how the easiest way to solo the first part of Crota's End, otherwise known as the Pit or the Abyss. Now, in order to do this, you need to be a hunter. So if you aren't a hunter already, or if you don't have a hunter that you can solo it on, then just click away from the video right now because this will not work for you. There's not an easier way I can think of. Now, in order to do so, you will need these gauntlets. Don't touch me. Now, what Don't Touch Me does is it gives you a perk called Defensive Reflex. Now, this perk makes it so whenever you get hit by something, it turns you invisible. So, since there are a lot of thrall here, this is a very good piece of armor for this part of the raid. Now, I also suggest running the Blade Dancer class during this and using all the invisibility perks. Shadow Jack, which increases the duration of your invisibility abilities. Stalker, which if you crouch for a short amount of time, you will turn invisible for about 10 seconds, I believe. And then Escape Artist. So if you knife somebody, if you knife somebody with your blink strike, you will turn invisible for about 8 to 10 seconds. Now, I also suggest using the Vanish ability on the Blade Dancer ability. So, anyway, you see right there, that's the magic of these gloves. Because you have this one ability, it will work very easily for you. So I'm just going to let this one guy hit me. Now, you can't get too close because if they all hit you at once, that will be a wipe. But other than that, it should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So, yep, I'm just going to show you guys the easiest way to do this. I'd suggest being level 30 before you attempt this. If you're anything below, then it is going to be a lot harder for you to do this. You should also know the layout of the pit because while this does give you time to think if you get lost, it still will be very difficult for you to survive if you get lost and you get that Weighted Darkness debuff stacked up on you. Now, the Weighted Darkness, if you do not know, stacks all the way up to 10, which is at the point which you cannot run anymore. So, if it gets to that point and you walk, pretty much these are going to be your lifesavers. So, the reason why this is so easy is because, as you can see, the thrall do not even notice me while I'm using these gloves, because they hit me, they get confused, they don't know where I am, and that gives me a lot of breathing room. As you can see, it's very easy for them to lose you. I'd also suggest waiting at every post to see if you can get this done as fast as possible. But once again, be careful because if too many of them walk onto you and swipe you before you go invisible, you will die. Also, I'd also suggest using a high intellect or high strength build for this, as the intellect will regenerate your Blade Dancer, which can allow you to use your Vanish more often, or you can use your Blink Strike with the strength build, which will allow you to use your Blink Strike more often, making you invisible. Now, the reason this is the as you can see, easiest part is because, you know, they can't find you. Look at them all. Also, one of the weapons I would recommend for doing this is if you want patience and time, if you need that extra invisibility. I personally don't use it because I don't believe that it's a very, necessary type thing for this. But that's not to say it's not a formidable competitor. Now, one of the best parts about this is the fact that it will be very difficult for a knight to see you. Now, if you get too close to the knight and you have a feeling you just might die, see, this is one of the great things about this piece of armor. It just gave me a lot of breathing room to remember where I was going. Now, as you can see with the Weighted Darkness, I'm very slow. I cannot even run right now with it at max 10. As I was saying before, try and not take hits from the knights, especially if you're just like level 30, because you will take a lot of damage from them. Wow, I did not expect that. Alright, now time to move on to the next lamp. And then this is the more difficult part, but that's not to say it still is difficult. It can be difficult if you do not know what to do, as these gloves will not carry you the entire way, but they still will carry you a significant amount of the way. So you just need to trigger this plate, and you need to double jump up onto here. At this point, you'll see that the plate is activated and the next part of the raid is opening. Now, the reason you want to stand on top of this rock is because A, thralls will not be able to get you, and B, the ogres will find it increasingly difficult to kill you. Now, you can shoot at them if you want, you don't have to. I just choose to do it because it's easier. Now there are going to be 2 ogres that spawn if you are unfamiliar with this part. So, yeah, as you can see, the bridge and the plate are still forming, even if I am not on the plate. You do not need to be on the plate. Some people don't know this, that you don't need to be on the plate in order for this part of the raid to work, but you do not. This is by far one of the easiest strategies for getting past this part of the raid. Once I get into that room, you will notice that I get no loot. That's okay, it's just because I've already run the raid on this character this week. So yeah, it should only take a few more seconds until the bridge is unlocked. At that point, my Weighted Darkness debuff will be cleared, and it will say the path forward is clear. See, as you can see, they just hit me and I'm still safe. So as I continue, I will run onto here. And look, they don't know what's happening. And I just killed a lot of them. Yeah, so that is how you solo the first part of the raid as a Blade Dancer, and this is by far the easiest strategy. Hopefully Zera comes around with these gauntlets again if you did not manage to pick them up. Hopefully, if you did, congratulations, you've just found the easiest outlet of how to do the raid solo for this first part. Thank you for watching. My name is Mr. Somebody Epic. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date on my future videos. I also stream, if you are unaware. My stream is twitch.tv/MrSomebodyEpic. The first O in somebody is a 0. If you are interested, I will leave a link in the description. Other than that, thank you for watching.